Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to do a load of towels in this Maytag top load washer. But first I'm going to do like an introductory to it. So the model number is MVW C300VW, and this is one of the old school models. This washer is a 3.2 cubic feet capacity. It does have the same agitator. But the tub does not move. Only the agitator does. That's only during the wash. So there's all the knobs right there. But this time these guys are mechanical. So that means you have to turn it and then you'll pull it to start. Which I'm sure I know how to do that. So anyways, little towels. So today we're going to... Well, let me get things loaded up first, and then we'll get more into it. The cycle settings. I mean, this tub is 3.2 cubic feet. Yeah, it's very small. Guess what? Sure, I'll be able to handle a load like this. Yep. There we go. So we're going to do this on super, warm, and we're going to turn this to regular. Let's see. Yep. Go. So it's going to fill up really quickly because since I said it's only a 3.2 cubic feet, it's probably going to fill up to with between 16 and 15 gallons. So we're going to be using the Persil brand, and we're just going to use a regular cup, but for large load. So the water is really warm. It's like how my washer fills at home. Similar to that. Okay. So you're going to see the action of it once you finish this filling. It should fill pretty quick since, like I said, it's not that big of a tub. Yep. Except the only difference is that it only keeps it like that for a few seconds, then goes like that for a few seconds, and keeps doing that back and forth until it starts washing. But one cool thing that I actually noticed on this is that it does not have a lid lock, which means that you can open it anytime and it won't stop. That's because top loaders back then used to not to have a safety feature, because when it stops, that means it's a safety feature. If you can leave the lid open and at any time, then yeah, means it's a washer from back then. Yep. Can already see that it is filling up very quickly. It's probably going to fill up to the top. And also, like I said, those holes right there, they actually symbolize how full the tub is, which means I think if it was right there, then it would fill like where it is right now. Then it will be done filling and start agitating. But since the load size is on super, then it is going to fill up over here, which is all the way to the top. See, there's already water in there. So it is a quick filler as well. I mean, yeah, look at that. Super quick. There we go. Some of the soap is finally dissolving now. Yep, it is. I know, it's a very cool washer, right? I mean, they did make cool washers back then. Not so much today are the cool ones. See how quick it filled? Yeah, man. Very quick washing machine. Even though we are about to get to the washing process. See. Oh. I guess it'll just be the sound of it. So instead of the actual tub moving, it is going to we'll just use the agitator instead of the tub moving, and it does do a very good job on doing that. I mean, even mine at home does a good job even with the tub moving. But see, top loaders were much different from back then to today. Well, with a washer like this, so with the load size on super, since it uses a lot of water, if I was able to run this with the lid open, then you guys would see the actual action on how it is very fascinating to see the washer run with a full tub of water compared to a low or medium. Even though it is kind of louder than my current washer at home. Like if I was to stand far away, then it would be a little bit louder, like I could actually hear it. And also, the reason why it's making that sound is because it is a commercial technology. See, it stops immediately once you open the lid. See? And also, another thing is that since the knob is mechanical, how you're going to see the process is that it is going to go from here, and it is going to go actually up, or I think right here it would start draining, and then it will just spin for a little bit, then do the rinse, then final spin, and then it will be off. And also, by the way, we're washing 6 huge towels, 4 hand towels, and 5 washcloths. So total amount would be 15 towels, and it's very impressive how it can handle this. Even with a less commercial grade, the dual action agitator. But also another fact with the dual action agitators is that I think it would, so back then they had better quality in their agitators. So what that means is that it will, since the agitator turns, not just the tub, if you try to shake it like I sometimes do in my washer, it kind of moves a little bit, so that means it doesn't show as much commercial grade. But I think if I was to move one and this one, I think it would do kind of the same thing, but a little bit less. That's because washers back then had better quality, and that's why they would last longer. I mean, this washer is old. That's why I'm explaining this. Yep. Kind of loud. But yeah, these top-load washers I have found them very fascinating to watch. Since I first started talking about them, because when we first were planning on getting a new washer, I wanted to get a front loader, but Mom wanted a top loader. But now that I'm exploring different washers, like since this one's a Maytag and ours is a GE, some of these other washers, I'm exploring all their different features. And also some of the old school ones, overall, I think that the old school washers would last up almost to 60 years. So yeah, since it says commercial technology right there, it is absolutely correct. And also another thing is that this washer, this Maytag right here, it does not have a lid lock. And also, you know how earlier in the video how it stopped washing? I thought it did not have that, but it looks like it does. So, but instead of when I close the lid, how on mine it does those little spray fills, so I can figure out where it left off. This washer actually, when I close it, when it stops, it actually starts agitating without doing those straight water fills, which I kind of like that as well. See, the hand has moved up, so pretty soon it's going to start draining. These machines are also go very fast. Like you know how on my machine where it has an add power feature with the wash boost, that takes longer than the normal. Like even with this washer, even if I were to put it on heavy, then it would just go by very fast. And they are very interesting to watch, except I got to figure out how to route the lid open so you can see the action. But I think you guys can also tell by the sound of it.